Well, good evening, everyone. And can I say what a fantastic turnout we have for this year's 4th Women in Construction Awards ceremony. I'm just so impressed that every single year this event seems to get bigger and bigger and gets more and more support from a broader cross-section of people. And thank you to all of you who sent in nominations, those who nominated somebody else, recognising the contributions of great women doing great things or great businesses doing a lot to help women into the business.
My personal experience was that I applied through Waits Direct. Their training scheme I thought was second to none, and I've had brilliant training and mentoring throughout my trainee period. So I would just advise them just to go for it.
The great thing about events like this, because we celebrate what a particular group of people have achieved in 1 year, and we also, all of us, think how we've grown, how we've moved on. Waits Living Space has grown enormously over those 4 years. In fact, I was talking to Ian Burnett last night, and I said, you know, well, give me some figures about Waits Living Space. What have we done? And he said, oh, well, we've installed over 100,000 bathrooms. So that means 250,000 people who wanted to have a bath and couldn't before can now get into the bath. You know.
To turn around and say that I've actually developed my career and got roles and opportunities not based on my gender but based on my ability. But it's taken particular types of men who've seen something in me and give me opportunities. We need men to create pathways in what still is a very, very male-dominated environment. So tonight, as well as celebrating women into construction, I think we should celebrate those men who provide opportunities and who see past gender and perceived weaknesses and who make change.
Our Trust's mission is to support young people into construction, training and employment, and our trustees are senior figures from the industry, and their passion about what we do is very, very palpable. We focus on removing barriers such as financial need, awareness and understanding, and we all know that young people don't understand what construction is about. We all know that they think it's plumbing and bricklaying and very little more, and at the professions there's only architecture. There are more things than that, and we need to enable young people to understand that.
Nights like tonight, though, are not easily put together, and they're not inexpensively put together, and they wouldn't happen if it wasn't for the generous support, both in cash and in kind, and in connections, and in terms of intellectual input and effort of many of the people who make up our sponsor team.
As a leading professional body, our role is to give access to a professional career within the built environment. We strive to break down any barriers that prevent those with either the relevant academic qualifications or practical experience from enjoying a career in this great industry. It will be fair to say that in the 175 years of the CIOB, the industry has changed, but perhaps not as dramatically as it will. We are at the beginning of a green revolution, and it is likely it won't be the only one. Thank you very much.
It just remains for me to conclude the ceremony and bring on the band. And in concluding the ceremony, I would just like to say congratulations to everybody who's been nominated tonight, all the winners, and to all of you who've supported this event from its inception. I think, like Colette, I would love to see this event as a means to an end, whilst we support and challenge the industry to create more opportunities for women and for others. And in support of that, I'd like to see many of you on the dance floor shaking it a little, just to show that we can in this industry. So thank you to all our sponsors, thank you to all of you, thank you to Excel and all the magazines that have supported this evening, and enjoy the rest of the evening.